The state of Washington has literally thousands of miles of shorelines. One of the most beautiful of these is Hood Canal. At the lower end of this body of salt water lie the small towns of Union, Belfair, and Little Tahuya. The canal has an abundance of food fish with rapid growth rate in the cool and pristine waters. This is where Sisters Point operates its oyster and clam harvesting business. Being a small family-owned and operated business, we don't use a large staff, but try to operate on the assumption that smaller and simpler is sometimes better. Hand picking, careful hand grading, and cleaning with our product has us a sought-after commodity throughout the United States. This is our home and our workplace, and this is our story. Looking at western Washington state, we see the cities of Seattle, Tacoma, and the capital city of Olympia. Hood Canal is a 72-mile finger of water stretching from Puget Sound to the north through a narrow fjord to our home at Sisters Point. A closer look shows us that the narrow, sometimes 600 feet deep body of water is bordered to the west by the majestic Olympic Mountains and the east with the Kitsap Peninsula. With leases over 40 State Health Department approved private beaches, we usually harvest each beach once a year, with them replenishing themselves with new natural spat each year. The beaches usually are about 15 meters deep, and some are as long as 100 meters or more. This is an approximate 0-foot tide. The tides here have an average 10 to 12-foot exchange from high to low. We pick into buckets, bag them, and then transport the bags to our grading facilities. These oysters were planted in May of this year. The original oysters averaged about 6 millimeters long and ran about 600 to a large cupful. Placing that many in these fine mesh bags, we hope for the best. There's about 600 of them there. David laying PVC rails at the larger bags with the smaller ones in them. And here's the growth after 4 months. Much better than we expected. If all continues well, some will be marketed in about a year. We market 3 sizes. These yearlings are 2.5 to 3.5 inches long. The smalls are 3.5 to 4.5 inches. And the mediums and larges are over 4.5 inches. Our greatest sales are in the yearlings. Well, not all is work here at Sisters Point, where our yearly beach party for friends, customers, and co-workers make for a great time. Well, that's our story. This is where we work, live, and play